Hey y'all, I am back with another nail tutorial, and for this design I am going to be doing a set that has been trending so much here lately. It started back a couple of weeks ago, but here recently, like the past 2 weeks y'all, I have been doing a ton of these designs, and they all start with a French base, different colors, and then just different designs on top. So I'm so hesitant about recording these because I know y'all see so much French on my channel. So that's why I kind of hold back when it comes to recording these. And like I said, I get a ton of them. Let me know if you guys still want to see these sets. I might just start recording when it comes to the design. So let me know what you guys think. So for this set, I've already pushed back her eponychium. I've went in with my cuticle bit, and now I'm coming in with my sanding band and just etching the nail plate. So I am doing my nail prep. And once I have that done, I went in and applied my tips. These are C-curve tips and natural. So I'm just going in with my scissors and I'm taking off just a little bit off the sides. And really I'm taking off where it curves on that tip. So I want it to be straight. That's why I'm cutting it this way. Once I have that done, I'm going to come in with my hand file and just get them into the shape that I want. We're going for a tapered square. I'm not going to go in and try to make it perfect, but I'm just getting it into the general shape. So anytime that I am starting out with a full set or even a fill, anything, I begin my service with a dry manicure. I choose not to leave any kind of dead skin back there because that will just give the better chance of lifting. So I always make sure to get everything if it needs it. So here I'm coming in with a ball bit and I am just buffing off that dead cuticle that is remaining on her skin. You can go in and use nippers. I like to use these. It's just safer for me. It just buffs that dead skin off, and if it's terribly bad, then I will go in and I will use my nippers. Next, I took a fluffy brush and I just brushed away any dust. Now I'm coming in with my nail brush, and that is sprayed with alcohol, and I brush away just to make sure everything is clean. Now I'm using my dehydrator, and then here I'm coming in and I'm priming, and I always prime twice. So now we're getting into the application, and like I said, this starts with a French base. I believe on this set I'm only doing 2 Frenches on each hand. So I'm going to start off by taking a medium-sized bead and I placed it at the back of the nail, and then I pointed her finger down, and this is really important. This allows for that bead to flow down evenly, and that's what you want when you're creating your structure. You want to make sure that everything is even from side to side and it is smooth. So I'm just going to continue building that nail. I'm going to bring that bead down, not all the way, but almost down towards that tip, because I'm going to use my nail cutters to achieve the French. When you do it like that, I find that it just helps with the structure. I'm building it as if I was going to do a solid nude on this whole nail. So I'm already building it up. Then once I come in and cut it, all I'll have to do is look back there and see, do I need to add more for my apex? And I'm sure I will. So I'll go in and add a little bit more. Now, since I'm going back and forth, I'm going to jump over here to the pointer finger. I'm going to allow that one to set up, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to apply a medium-sized bead, bring it down, allow it to set up, and by the time I get done with that, the other finger will be ready to cut. So the cutter that I'm using is from Not Polish. It is their deep French cutter, and since it's so deep, it is very hard to get a clean cut on the sides. So I'll just go in and press it down as good as I can, and then I'll use the side of the cutter to really just carve out those sidewalls. The thing that I like the most about using the cutter is the top part of the cut. You can get that perfect round almond shape just from the top. So that's why I continue to use it. This is a bit of a hassle though, having to go back and clean out the sides and all of that. You still come in afterwards and of course file it, but just getting it cut how you want it can be difficult. So when I have them both cut, I always go in and make sure that I measure that they're both equal in length. And then once that is done, I'm going to move on to the pinky. And this one is going to be a ombre. So I'm going to start with my color, and I'll double check and see what color this is, but I'm pretty sure it's GlamsndGlits. And it is a very marbled color, as you can see. So when they're marbled like this, I just get it down, get the base color down, and then I will go over it with a wet bead and basically really just stroke it and blend it in. So once I have that nail done, I'm going to just let that dry, and then I'm going to come over here and start filling in the French. I'm going to take that yellow and start at the tip of the nail and then just start pressing it back. I'm really going to make sure that I push it up against those sidewalls, so that way I can decrease the chance of getting any shadows. You really want to push that color up against there. Now I'm going to just clean off a little bit off of that nail bed, and then I'm going to make sure that I tuck in the sides and really apply this as neat as I can. I am going to go in and file this after I get done, but I still want to make sure that my application is always neat. That just helps when it comes to filing. You won't be taking forever trying to get it into shape. So now I'm going to come back to that pinky and finish my ombre. I'm going to take a small bead and I'm going to start right at the beginning of that pink. I'm going to get it into shape. I'm going to barely walk it down, and then when I have it past the pink, I'm going to blend it through. Always do your ombres in steps. It makes it a whole lot easier. If you split it up into steps and you do it in small beads and build the fade up, it really helps with your fade. So I'm going to continue on, and this would be my cuticle bead. I had a little bit too much, so I just took it off, and now I'm going to just blend that through. So to fill in this French, I'm going to use the same technique. I'm going to apply that bead at the tip and then just push that back. This color that I'm using is from Valentino, and it is such a pretty orange color. I actually need to go and get me some more because I am almost out of this color. I use it just that much. So I'm going to tuck it in, make sure that I apply it neat, and then I'm going to move on to the middle finger. So for the middle finger, this one is going to be all nude. So I'm going to do my basic application. I'm going to start with one bead at the center of the nail. I'm going to bring that one down, and then I'm going to come in with my cuticle bead and blend that one through. So for my thumb, that one is also just going to be a solid nude. So I applied that color, blended it through, and then I went in and I capped both the middle finger and then this thumb. Now I'm going to come back to these French nails since they are completely dry, and I'm going to file them just to get rid of any of that color that I got on the nail bed. Once I do that, I'm going to use my nail brush and just brush away any dust, and then I'm also going to take my nail brush, my scrubber, and brush away also, so I can make sure that it is completely clear of dust. Once I did that, I went in and capped all of those nails. Now I'm just showing you guys briefly what I did on the other hand because it is somewhat different. I did switch up the colors. So here I'm using this light blue on the ring finger, and for the thumb, that one is a French, so I'm going to be using that pink color. And here I am, y'all, struggling with this pink. I still reach for a lot of my GlamsndGlits. I still love them as a brand, but now that I'm going to be buying more powders because I feel like my stash is getting low, so I'm replenishing a lot of colors and I'm reaching out to other brands. I really been liking Not Polish. I feel like the majority of their colors that I have tried are really smooth and blendable, so I'll probably be getting more of those. And then for my second French, I'm going to be using that orange Valentino color. So I'm just going to apply that. And then the other nail, the pointer finger, that one was all nude. And I forgot about the middle finger. That one is going to be the yellow. So I guess I did 3 Frenches on this hand, but I'm going to get those put down. So I'm going to get those ones done, get them capped, and then I'm going to get these filed into shape. So for my finish filing, I'm going to do it like I always do. Start with my hand file. Then once I get them all into shape, I'll come in with my e-file and smooth out the body. Okay, so now that I have everything filed into shape, we're going to go ahead and start our design. And I'm going to start off by telling you guys that I'm going to be jumping from hand to hand because as I'm working, that's how I work. So I'll do one finger, and if I have the same on the opposite hand, I'll skip over and do that one also. So with this nail, I went in and I applied my foil gel, and now I'm just coming in with my foil and I'm going to press that down. And when I press it down, I really rub that foil in. I mean, you really want to take time and make sure that you're getting it into all of the creases, you're pressing it in, and then you slowly peel that away. So I'm going to do that, and once I have it done, I'm going to clean it up, make sure that I have nothing in the cuticle area or on the skin, and I'm also going to clean up my line. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys these gels that I'm using, and I have no idea why I just showed these two because I used a whole lot more. Okay, so I don't know where that came from, but they are all Madam Glam. So this one nail, y'all, is a abstract nail, and I'm using a picture for reference. So I'm going to, of course, go in and start with my first color. I'm going to get that down, and then I'm going to cure it. So for the thumb and the pinky on the opposite hand, those are the pink nails. I'm going to be adding some zebra stripes. So I'm just using my striping brush, and this one is from Magpie. Ever since I got it, y'all, I've been using it, and I really do recommend it. I feel like it is a really good striping brush. The gel paint that I'm using is from Young Nails. And so I'm just creating those lines. I'm going to start on one side, and then I'll go on the opposite side and just bring those lines in. So I'm going to jump back to this nail now that I have cured that first color, and now I'm going to come in with my next color. And I'm just going to keep doing that over and over till I fill this one up with all of the different colors. Now that I'm looking back at this footage, you guys, this nail took me so long, and it's bringing me back to that moment. It was such hard work, and it actually has me thinking that I need to up my prices when it comes to just the abstract, because it actually does just take so much time. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to increase my price for abstract. So on this nail, I'm just going to add some stickers, and I do not know where I got them from or even how long I've had them, but they're just gold stickers and they say Faust. So for this nude nail, I'm going to be using some more foil, and this one has the Gucci print and flowers. And notice when I'm using this foil that I really press that foil into it before I start rubbing, and that'll help you get a better stick. For this one, once I remove it, I'm going to go in and create a little French, and I'm just going to take my nail brush full of acetone and just carve that French out. So for this nail, I'm going to be doing some lips with a lollipop, and to achieve that, I'm going to use some stamping, and this is layered stamping. So I'm coming in with my first layer, now I'm coming in with my second one, and so on and so on. I'll just build that up. And that is the one thing I love about layered stamping, is that it's not just one flat color. You can add all these different colors and elements and dimensions to really make that image pop. And I'm gonna have to do like a separate video all on stamping, because you guys know I am all about it. I do it all the time in my nail art. So I'm finally getting around to finishing this abstract nail, and on the other nails I didn't get to show it because my phone died, but I added some flower stickers and then some diamonds, and that was it for this set finally. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to continue to see these types of sets, because like I said, I'm doing a ton of them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye.